Okay, now it's on. Hi everyone, this is Jocelyn and I have Glenn Murphy as my guest. Let's chat, Colleen. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Hey Jocelyn, how you doing? Hi everyone out there. Okay, my name is Colleen Murphy. Oh, I'm new in the real estate investment space. I started about over a year ago, but I started with this community about for 4 or 5 months now, since about April. So it's more than 5 months, right? It's about 6 months. Um, right now, um, my avatar is DTA. I'm contacting agents. I'm trying to get properties right now to wholesale. It could be I could maybe get a creative deal. I'm not sure, but whatever properties I get, I'm just gonna wholesale them for the rest of the year, or I'm gonna give myself another say 8 months, build up my capital, and then I want to start holding properties. So that's where I'm at right now. Right now, I have not had a deal as yet, but I'm making progress as I'm speaking to agents, and I'm pretty sure that something will be fruitful soon.
Are you thinking about maybe wholesaling single family homes, small multifamily or multifamily or any one of them as long as the numbers work?
Okay, so right now, I'm mainly focused on single family. That's what I'm contacting the agents about, single family homes. If something happens and a multifamily comes into my realm, we'll take it if it's something that um, I'm able to do. I'll get it under contract, but then I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to assign it to a buyer because right now I'm concentrating on just wholesaling, just assigning my deals to buyers, build up my capital, and then in a year I'll switch to. I won't switch completely. I'll still wholesale, but I'll start concentrating on holding properties.
So tell us, what made you decide to join Sub 2?
I decided to join Sub 2 because I was in a community that they were talking that they're modeled mostly on wholesale, just strictly getting the contract on the wholesale, getting the properties on the wholesale. And I was able to put the offers in, but I realized that I was being outbidded each time. And because I did not know anything about Sub2 or creative financing, I decided, you know what? Because this wholesale thing is, I'm always getting outbidded. I have to learn something else. Maybe if I do learn something else, I will be able to offer another kind of product to the sellers or to the agents. So I came to Sub2 wanting to learn about the whole creative space, subject to seller financing and the whole, everything that's have to do with creative finance. I wanted to learn it. So far, I'm learning as much as I can, and I've pitched a few times to agents, but agents seems to be very they don't want to do it. There's this it's a new field for them. They don't know. Most of the ones I speak to, they're not familiar with the whole thing, and some that I speak to, they don't want to hear anything about creative financing because it's something new, and I guess they don't want to learn anything new. I'm not sure what it is. They want to stay in that space that they're comfortable in, and I understand that. So what I'm looking for, I'm hoping to find a unicorn agent or unicorn agents that I can work with who are more familiar with what I'm offering to these sellers. So it make the process a little easier. So that's where I'm at right now.
Any particular market that you're focused on?
Right now, I'm in Las Vegas, Arizona. I'm touching in Arizona and Texas. I'm mostly in Vegas right now, but now and then I go into Texas and Arizona. But I'm trying to get very familiar with Las Vegas. And the more familiar, as when I get real familiar with the agents, with the escrow companies and stuff, then I'm gonna really go, more fully into Texas and Arizona. But wherever I get a deal, that's where I'm gonna work. It doesn't matter because I don't live there. I'm doing everything virtually anyway. So,
Mhm,
but I'm trying to get very familiar with these three places, and I'm
mhm.
focused now on Las Vegas.
Any particular zip code in Las Vegas or just Las
No,
Vegas in general?
entire Vegas. I try to
Okay,
stay out of Mesquite. That's a little bit out of, it's out of Las Vegas. Mesquite.
right.
I don't think there's a lot of buyers there, but I hear that Parhump, 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 um,
Param.
Pahrump, yeah, buyers, the buyers there are increasing. That's what I hear, but I haven't, because some of the agents that I speak to, they ask me, "Are you buying in Pahrump?"
I,
So
I have a lot in Param for
really,
sale.
okay, so now you do.
Yeah, yeah, but it's on the wrong side of the highway where the
Does it
uh
matter if there are
like
buyers over there?
I have no idea, but like one of my aunts have has a lot in Param, right? She was speculating when she bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So there really was nothing when she bought it.
Yeah.
It's you know, and this is like 20 years later. So she decided, okay, you're doing real estate. Let's go take a look at this, and maybe you can sell it for me. And we did go over there, and like that's her property is on the left side of the highway, and the development is on the right side.
Oh, so there's no one developing on that side of the, not
No,
there's no development at all.
nothing.
Oh, wow. So all of the properties that you have are on the other side, the left side.
Yep.
But maybe later on there'll be some kind of development.
Ye-
I'll have to find out.
Yeah, like maybe in another 20 years.
Kathleen, we should keep in contact.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna find out if there's anything like we should keep in contact. I'm gonna
Okay.
speak to the oh, do you know what? There's a meeting right now at 4 o'clock. I usually I'm on a meeting with the Astro Flippers because I'm a member
Uh-huh.
of them also, and the Vegas team. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
the if they know if there's any kind of buyers or anything in Pahrump on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so we have to talk, Jocelyn,
Okay.
because you never know, you know.
Yeah, I have an aunt that was trying to dispose of a lot in Prump.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another aunt that is trying to dispose of a lot in Victorville. That
Mm-hmm.
one,
Where's
that
Victor?
one, it's between Vegas and in LA. It's on the border of California.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing over there either. There are no developments there.
I I don't know. I haven't been yet because there's no address, so I'm assuming that there's no development since there's no address yet. It's only a lot and track number, but
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
the that side of have you been there on that side of Pahrump? Have you been over there?
In Param, yeah,
Mhm. On that side. So what's over there really? Is it like are there houses over there?
on
That
on that side where the development
yeah.
is,
No, not the other side where your aunt stuff
on
is.
the side where my aunt is at,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. They even have a sign that says, like city, like the city hall or development, whatever, and that one's empty either. there's no lot or anything like that. And I even
Sorry,
oh,
Jocelyn.
that's okay. I even went to the assessor's office
Mm-hmm.
and city planning to find out, like, what are they planning on this one. Is it part of the general plan of the city?
Mm-hmm.
And the city said no.
They have no plan.
So
So,
nothing.
so on
And
that, it's just
yeah,
land. There are no
so
houses, no
no,
nothing.
there's no nothing. It's not. It's There's no water development or sewer. Not even connected to city sewers or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that.
Wow. Okay. So that's fruitless.
Yeah,
That's not okay. That's not something to follow up.
that
Okay.
that's like it's a waste of time. Maybe in 20 years, it's
Maybe
gonna be
right.
something.
Yes, when they run out of land and stuff, they'll probably go over there and start developing it. But it's not
Yeah,
now.
but
No.
right now,
Yeah,
nothing. It's
not
like we wasted gas going to this day, and there's nothing in here.
wow. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about it, so it's good that we have this conversation. So now I know. I'll stay out of Pahrump because I'm not sure. Um, I
I,
guess I have to get a map.
I won't say stay out of it, but really do your due diligence, because you might be on the wrong side of it.
Right. You have to know exactly. And yeah, you're
But
right.
like on the opposite side of where my aunt's lot is,
Mm-hmm.
it's developing real quick.
Okay, so do you know how long what was Pahrump always developed on that other side, or so
No,
they just started
just
developing that?
yeah.
So your own side is going to be developed soon. Not soon, but when they run out of space there, they're going to go to the other side. So tell your aunt to hold on for a minute. Hold on. That land will be worth
not
something.
not quite 20 more years, but maybe in 10.
You never know. It may be sooner than that. You never know. You never know. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Um, really trying to familiarize myself with Vegas, but
Hmm.
doing stuff. I'm also talking to agents in Texas and Arizona. Yeah.
It's Have you given any thought to, like, maybe working with other wholesalers in Texas and Arizona, like co-wholesaling or something?
No, the only time I think about working with other wholesalers is if I have something and I need to dispose of the property.
Mhm.
But if I was gonna hold the property, then I'll try to find someone, a wholesaler, to to get the property from, to
Mhm.
acquire the property from. But because I'm trying to acquire the property, I would work with agents. If I'd love to work with agents, if they can get buyers for me, because I don't have buyers. I never
Mhm.
developed a buyers list.
Mhm.
When I started, when I started this whole real estate investment,
Mhm.
the advice that I was given by the mentors that I had was to get the properties first, and then you'll find buyers. And
I know.
I always thought in my mind, that sounds so backwards to me. Shouldn't we get buyers first? But their thing was no, get the property, and once you get the property, you'll get buyers. But now it's a whole thing. Get the buyers first, and then you know what kind of properties you should get for these buyers, and that makes much more sense to me. So I
Right.
started the whole thing with getting properties first.
Mhm.
Never I never got a list together of buyers. That's something that I might have to do. But right now, because the Keighley is there, I think it would be maybe easier to dispose of the properties because Keighley is all over
Right.
states. I think they're in every state. They weren't in New York, but I think there's a Keighley in New York now. But
Mhm.
I think they're in every state. I'm not sure if it's every state, but they're all over. So
Mhm.
it's easier now to dispose of the property or use other wholesalers. So that's how I use wholesalers to dispose of the properties. But if I'm holding the property, then I'll definitely use them to acquire the property and to hold.
It's yeah, a lot. I've been in quite a few different mentorships as well, and yeah, and it's the same thing. Not most of them are telling you get the properties first, and
Mhm.
if the numbers are correct, buyers are gonna show up. But I know Biz and Jamil are saying the opposite thing. Look for your buyers and then target what it is exactly they're looking for.
Right. I think that's better to get the buyers first. So I wasn't crazy after all because I kept saying, I don't understand. How could you just get the properties? Who are you going to sell it to? And they were like, no, just get the property. You'll find a buyer. But it makes much more sense to get the buyers first. Not
Well,
what you want and then find the properties to fit the buyers. It makes much more sense. And I wish I had done that approach when I was at an advisor until recently. Do you hear a noise?
yeah, 1 second. Let me close the door. It's a
Okay.
gardeners.
Oh, I hear, yeah, like lawnmower or something. Mhm.
Sorry about that.
That's
It's that
okay.
it it's the gardeners
Yeah.
it's them blowers, whatever
Mhm.
that they're using. That's like it's so noisy,
I know.
but yeah, a lot of them are saying, "Oh, if it's a good deal, buyers will come."
That's what they said. Yes. Yeah. Until I started sub two. No,
Mm-hmm.
actually in
Kigley, Astro, until you started with Astro. But
Astro, yeah.
I don't know. I think you need to. We need to look for buyers first,
A buyer's list. You're right.
and then look for what it is that they need.
But the thing now is that I have so much stuff going on right now to stop to
Hmm.
get a buyer's list is because right now I'm trying to contact the agents. I'm trying to do like Gator lending. I'm trying to do so it's like there's so much I have to call escrow companies. I have so there's so much stuff going on now to get buyers list. And long before I could have had the buyers list, but I think that's the least because there's Keegley and there are wholesalers who can dispose of it. So it will work out. I just have to get a deal,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm trying to get. I have to get my deals. I have to get a deal. I have to get deals, not a deal, but deals. Yeah.
like how many how many deals the is
If
your target the rest of the year?
okay, if I want to get at least one deal per month
Okay.
for the rest of the year, at least one deal per month.
Mhm.
And as I progress and I'm getting more familiar with what I'm doing, with knowing agents and having a rapport with agents, I want to have to at least 3 deals per month. Why not?
Mhm.
3 5 deals per month.
Yeah.
So but I just have to get those deals first. I have to speak to I feel that if I had the finance to do seller, direct
Uh-huh.
seller, it would be easier because you're, even though the sellers are, you have to at least contact them, say 17, 20 times, but you could do that every week. You could text them or call them or something. The agents are like a big, I know you're an agent, but I'm so sorry. They're like a, the gatekeepers. They won't move. They won't, they put up this bar that they won't, you can't pass them to get to the agents.
Right.
I think a lot of the sellers, if they know about this creative finance, they would really consider doing it. But the agents want to have nothing to do with it.
Right.
It's the ones that I speak to.
That's
So
that's where those unicorn agents would
yes,
come into play. You know.
like you're a unicorn agent. I should start looking in California. You're a unicorn agent. Do
we
you, do
hope.
you have listings of your own?
No,
Okay.
no.
Because
I mean, I've only started doing real estate, so no,
okay.
I don't have no listings of my own
Okay.
yet. It'll come.
Okay. Yes, of course. Of course.
So, if anyone's interested, how do I get in touch with you?
Okay, so I have an IG page. It's CM Murphy. That's CMMURPHY underscore 6161. CM Murphy underscore 61. That's my IG page. And I have a Calendly also. It's calendly.com/C Murphy 61.
Okay. And do you happen to have what's a YouTube channel
I'm not sure if
or
it's my link. I don't remember the link for my YouTube because it's fairly new. But
okay?
all my social media is new because I'm not a social media person, per se. But
Mhm.
I'm not sure. But usually, if I post in Facebook, I guess you could follow the link.
Mhm.
I think that's how it works.
Okay.
So if you want to contact me, it's CM Murphy underscore 61. My IG. You could leave a message. Or is calendly.com/C Murphy 61. You could get a 15-minute contact me and I'll contact you. And I'll, make an appointment and I'll call you.
Okay. Um, well, that's about that time we have. Thank you very much for talking to me, and till next time.
Thank you, Jocelyn. And we have to do some deals together.
Hmm.
I'm going to see if I could
Yeah.
find some stuff in California. Maybe you could rep me, and maybe you could even speak to the agent and tell them what the creative financing is, because I think they respond to agents better than to a regular investor, right? So if
Yeah.
you could talk, maybe that could
I
work.
think it's I think it's faster for an agent to build rapport with another agent.
Agent, yeah. So if I find something there, because you're a unicorn agent, you should put that in your when you're on as your in your as your avatar, unicorn agent,
Yeah.
because you are.
Well,
Anyway, thank you, Jocelyn.
thank you.
Bye.
Also, bye.
Bye bye.